and welcome to the London vlog. So today's a beautiful afternoon in London, and it's been raining a lot earlier, which actually makes for perfect conditions right now because check the sky out. It's just cleared up nicely, perfect visibility, and all the dust particles and all the smog in the air got washed away by the rain, which really couldn't be more perfect conditions. And we got just the right amount of cloud cover over here. Look at that. The sunset's starting to build up, so I think we're in for some really good conditions, and if inspiration plays along, we should have some really great photos as well. So this behind me right here is the Tower of London, which is pretty beautiful, but the photos I'm after right now is actually Tower Bridge back there. I'm gonna get the camera out and start snapping away. Also love the texture in the sky. Look at that right now. That's just perfect. The right amount of clouds. Couldn't have asked for a better composition and some better conditions. Just arrived at photo location number 1, and check out this composition. It's just incredibly beautiful. So the framing I had in mind was to use these autumn colors in the leaves as a framing, because you've got like this gap here between the leaves that just perfectly frames Tower Bridge. And also for added foreground interest, this lantern in a classic style just looks incredibly beautiful. And then also there's a guy sitting on the bench, which just adds a lot of scale because a person always gives a good point of reference, so you can just see how grand and how big Tower Bridge really is. So it's just the perfect composition, a lot going on, but very clean and very balanced as well. So that's what I was looking out for, and everything just lined up. Perfect light in the afternoon, right season of the autumn leaves just looking nice and golden, and yeah, obvious lens choice is the 18mm lens, which is the wide angle lens, which I just needed to capture the whole scene in one picture. And the thing with wide angle lenses is it's not that easy to compose with them. You think it'd be easier because you just managed to fit everything in, point your camera there, got it all in, good to go, hit the shutter and you're good. But what you learn over time is that composing with a wide angle lens is really difficult because you don't want to have too many distractions in your frame as well, and everything needs to make sense and be nice and balanced and have the right proportions, which gets really, really difficult with wide angle lenses to get right while managing distortion as well, which starts to come into play when you're starting to deal with this really short focal lengths. But enough technical things aside, let's focus on the art of things. Here's the final shot. Let me know what you think of it in the comments below. So it's almost peak sunset now, and running a little bit behind time because there's a photo spot I really had in mind that I wanted to show you guys. Actually, I've been before, but what I got caught up with was I was busy sneaking into this hotel back here, and it's not easy because obviously most of the beautiful views will be in the windows looking out, and that's in rooms that aren't accessible to the public and are locked off, understandably. But at the end of the passage there was a little window that I managed to stick my camera through. A little bit of obstruction on the side of the building, but with the sunset in the background and Tower Bridge, oof, got a really great shot. So couldn't vlog that part because I had to go into full stealth mode and try not to be too obvious and be caught, because I don't think they welcome that kind of activity. But really happy, and really happy with the results as well. Sometimes you just gotta go for it anyway, sneak into places you shouldn't be, and you can walk away with some really beautiful shots. So let me stop hyping that shot and show you guys. Here it is. So I've made it to the spot that I wanted to photograph the sunset from the end, and that's here in Wapping, because check out this fantastic view. Got the Shard back here and Tower Bridge right next to it, which makes for an amazing composition. So what I did was set the tripod up here because we're in very low light conditions. Sunset's already peaked past the horizon and we're just catching the last of the slow. Check this out. Just this bit there is what I'm interested in, and sticking true to my style, I've been going for some long exposures using some indie filters, a 6-stop indie filter, which is good for when it starts to get a bit darker, because the standard, well, that's not standard, but a 10-stop filter, which is great for long exposures during the day, would be just way too strong here, so 6 stops is my choice. And been going for shutter speeds of about 3 minutes plus, and that made the water really smooth. And then also in the clouds there's a bit of movement, so these clouds back here I was able to blur those as well. And it's made for a very dramatic effect because I just like capturing the natural, but then making it look a bit surreal and not what you'd be used to seeing with your normal human eye, where you see the ripples in the river. So that was my logic today, and I'm really happy for the results. Let's go check those out. so it's getting dark now, and that for me is the time to stop shooting. And I guess this was somewhat of a shorter vlog, but I hope you enjoyed it regardless. And just wanted to say it's kind of nice at the moment because with us having just changed the clocks today, actually, sunset was now at 22:05 and the days are only going to keep getting shorter but also colder. That means you can't really photograph anymore during the week because I'm going to be stuck at the office and there's no way I'll be taking any photos at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But that means I just have to make the most of the weekends. And that being said, it's still mid-afternoon now, it's dark, and I still have a few hours just to chill and enjoy the rest of the weekend, and I hope you do too. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Good night for now. Totally forgot to add, be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and you won't be missing out on any future adventures. Alright, that's all. Bye.